Hey, welcome to this week's PNN, brought to you by Real Life Productions. My name is Christian.
And my name is Carter. And we hope you enjoy today's episode. Let's introduce our first topic,
World News. According to an article titled COVID Death Toll in U.S. Likely 16% Higher Than Official Tally, COVID death toll rates have risen significantly. More than 1.1 million Americans have died from COVID, and researchers believe this is due to the low levels of testing and lack of awareness about COVID. Take precaution as needed to keep yourself and loved ones safe.
Secondly, an article called Why More Countries Are Letting Doctors Help People Die has received a lot of attention, obviously because of the name, but don't worry, it's not how it sounds. On the 5th of February this year, a former Dutch Prime Minister and his wife ended their lives through euthanasia, which means painless death. They hold hands as their doctor assisted this process.
How romantic. In national news, last Wednesday, Beyoncé became the first black woman to score a #1 hit in the history of Billboard's Hot Country Songs, after her song Texas Hold'em debuted at the top of the chart.
Wednesday's milestone marked a cultural shift for country music, a genre often seen as exclusive and that for decades has had a rough relationship with artists of color. Beyoncé also became the first woman to have topped both the country and R&B and hip-hop charts since the genre song charts were launched in 1958.
For music fans who think Beyoncé just did a music genre switch for money or power, her mother, Tina Knowles, had something to say on Instagram, saying, quote, "We have always celebrated cowboy culture growing up in Texas. We also always understood that it was not just about being too white cultural only. In Texas, there is a huge black cowboy culture. It was definitely part of our culture growing up."
In other national news, an email went out last week to some students. Loan borrowers basically saying, "You're debt-free."
The Federal Education Department zeroed out loan balances for nearly 153,000 borrowers. They are people who borrowed $12,000 or less, have been paying their student loans for at least 10 years, and enrolled in the Biden administration's new repayment plan called SAVE, launched last summer.
And now for local news. Twin Rivers Unified School District announced a significant increase in graduation rates on Tuesday. The improvements were most notable for black students.
District officials said graduation rates for black students improved by 3.1%. The growth represents an increase for the 2022 through 2023 school year over the prior year. Since 2013, graduation rates have increased by more than 18% according to the school district.
District officials said students across all demographics also saw an increase in graduation rates.
In other local news, the 26th annual Free Museum Weekend in Sacramento event, which allows guests to explore parts of local history at no cost, is scheduled to return next month.
This year, more than 20 museums located throughout the greater Sacramento area are expected to present a free 2-day museum weekend from March 2nd to the 3rd.
Although the event is free, advance tickets are required because capability is limited. According to the event page, availability depends on the museum.
Pre-register online now for free admission.
Last week, we had an academic planning night, which was held from 6 through 8 p.m. There were a lot of colleges to learn about and explore so students can have a better understanding on which college will best suit them.
Juniors and seniors, prom tickets will be sold on Wednesdays after school for 1 hour in Miss Bell's office.
Pirates, get ready to set sail on an incredible journey during our Spirit Week. From Monday Sports Day, Travel Tuesday, Wizarding Wednesday, Beach Bay Thursday to Friday Class Color Day. But here's the twist. Each grade has its own unique element to spice up the Spirit Week. So dust off your jerseys, pack your imagery bags, unleash your inner Harry Potter, hit the beach. Let's make this Spirit Week one to remember. Can't wait to see all of you decked out in your spirited best.
The Literary Journal Club and Book Club are excited to bring your MP3s Lit Fest on Friday, March 8th from 3:45 to 6 p.m. The club will be bringing in 3 standout authors to read their work and talk about the life of a writer. Confirmed writers as of today are Sarah Ghazal Ali, a Pakistani-American poet whose debut collection came out recently, and Jamil John Kochal, an Afghan-American whose most recent short story collection was featured in the New York Times. Sarah lives in the Bay Area, and Jamil, a professor at Sac State, lives in West Sac. Mark your calendars.
For this unique weekly segment, the juniors went on a field trip last week to Berkeley and St. Mary's College. Check out some of the awesome footage.
We will also be covering updates on senior projects. Up first, seniors Hadia Ahmad and Shambhavi Singh are doing their senior project on raising awareness and helping local refugees in the Sacramento area. For the project, they will be holding an event on Thursday, February 29th, where Uyghur refugees will come and talk about their experience and are encouraging all parents and students from K through 12 to come and join in on this event. If you have any questions, please feel free to email them. Check out the flyer.
For our second senior project news coverage, we turn our attention to Navira Ajmal and their project partner, Sanya Sanwar. They are organizing a 3-on-3 basketball tournament as part of their senior project, which focuses on the benefits of sport on emotional well-being and social development. They are organizing a basketball tournament in the gym on March 5th through the 8th. Anyone is welcome to participate. There are no grade level restrictions. If you are not interested in participating in the tournament, you are welcome to come watch the tournament from the bleachers and enjoy some food.
For our third senior project we'll talk about today comes to us from Krisha Sharma. The topic of our senior project is mental health problems in the foster youth system. She'll be holding tutorials where students can make cards for the foster youth in Sacramento. You can sign up for any dates you want and will be automatically placed in the tutorials. Additionally, if you are a member of Key Club, you can earn 45 minutes by attending and making cards. Please email them if you have any questions.
For our fourth and final senior project, let me ask you something. Do you love animals? Are you interested in helping out a local pet shelter or have any extra pet supplies you don't need? Then consider helping out Abby, Camilla, Anaya, and Amara with their pet supply drive. The drive will be happening from Monday, February 26th through the Friday, March 15th. Any donations can be dropped off in the front of the school in the mornings and afternoons. The more help, the better. More information can be found in their letter linked in the student government bi-weekly announcements if you're interested in times, locations, and items. Thank you all for watching this week's PNN.
Make sure not to miss next week's episode from AIM Productions. Until next time.